Hello everyone, welcome to Vivek IAS Career Academy. Topic for today's discussion is from environment section. There is a body which has been created from regulating air pollution. So we'll be decoding it from both prelims and mains perspective. So without wasting any time, let's just decode the Commission for Air Quality Management. So, since the air pollution problem is once again in news and the stubble burning issue continues to go unabated, there was an urgent need to frame a law. Since Parliament is not in session, so government took an ordinance route to tackle the problem. So, this time they have passed an ordinance named Commission for Air Quality Management for National Capital Region and adjoining areas 2020. So there is no need to mug up, but at least you should be familiar that there is an ordinance route taken once again to pass an important law. So the status of the ordinance is the President has given it assent, so it will come into force. And the highlights of this ordinance is focused on two themes. There is a new body which is happens to be a permanent body and it will have a statutory status has been formed. It is Commission for Air Quality Management. The second theme is the ordinance has also dissolved the existing body which was regulating pollution in NCR region, which was EPCA, Environment Pollution Control Authority. It was set up in way back in 1998 and it was doing its work, but somehow the need was felt to extend the ambit and to just have a superseding body which could effectively handle the problem of the air pollution. Because air pollution, we know, is the leading cause of major respiratory diseases, and the recent WHO as well as other indices have clearly highlighted that air pollution in the NCR region is a problem which has not been handled in a professional way, so it stands disbanded. Now, first of all, we should decode what is the composition of this new body. It will be a permanent body which will be headquartered in New Delhi, because that's where the main headquarters are, and it will be chaired by a person who will have a permanent status and it will be either secretary of center or it could be a chief secretary of a state. He will enjoy a tenure of 3 years or attaining the age of 70, so to give him the stable powers. And also there will be 18 members which will include representatives from the states of the North India as well as the technical experts, which is a new theme from ISRO, Central Pollution Control Board, Ministry of Environment, and even 3 members from NGO. So they have tried to accommodate maximum stakeholders so that there could be a democratic decision which could be arrived. Now, the first and foremost are the powers. The jurisdiction has been increased. It's not just limited to the NCR region. The states of Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan. These are the states which would be covered under this body. So it will frame broad guidelines. What are the basic parameters of air quality? This should be there in these states. Apart from that, it will have a power to make surprise inspections in the industries. It will frame guidelines for industries which are associated with the pollutant, and in case its directions are not being followed or being followed in letter and spirit, it will have power of fines. The fine is quite substantial one. It has ability to fine of almost 1 crore and even imprisonment up to 5 years. So you have to take this body seriously, otherwise you could be on the wrong side of the law, and its decision cannot be challenged in some subordinate courts. It can only be challenged in NGT, National Green Tribunal. So it will have the overarching powers, and hopefully it should, if implemented in letter and spirit, we can see some improvements in the air quality. Now, from mains perspective, it's not just enough to know the composition and the powers and how it has been formed. You should have a broad overview of the comparison with the existing body, why we are changing it. So, first and foremost, the EPCA, the Environment Pollution Control Authority, which was set up in 1998, was a non-statutory body. So, making it a statutory, the new body, we have increased the power as well as the status of that institution. So, secondly, the EPCA did not have any state representation whatsoever. However, we have seen there are members from all the states which are involved, right from the Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, and Delhi. So this would be a positive side once again in favor of the Commission of Air Quality Management. And thirdly, it had the EPCA had no power of fine, or you could say the pass some instruction which are legally binding. Whereas in case of these we have just discussed, the fine provision is there. So this is where the recommendation will be more have a assertive effect as compared to the EPCA. And the jurisdiction once again has been increased. The EPCA was just limited to NCR region, whereas the new commission would have jurisdiction of the states just mentioned. Now, still, even though a lot of grounds have been covered with this new commission, but still it is receiving criticism from some quarters. The first and foremost is that the states are once again unhappy with this body because they feel that the balance is once again tilted in favor of center. Out of 18 members, they would have just one member each, so roughly 4 to 5 members they are representing. So overall decision once again would be of center. Secondly, some of the states which are in opposition, they feel they might be discriminated whenever the decision or policies are being framed. They might just try to single out, or they might try to just pass the instructions which are not acceptable to the state. So this is where once again we can say the center state friction is out in open, and they are not too comfortable with this new body, and already some states are planning the protest to just against the Commission for Air Quality Management. And then the third is that India already has so many laws and bodies to check pollution. So the need was felt that it's better to implement the existing law effectively rather than to complicate with another new set of bodies and rules. Because right from NGT to State Pollution Control Board, Central Pollution Control Board, and then the various legislation dealing with the air, water, and the other hazardous waste, they come into the picture. So this is where another complication starts. To have another new body, it will be a cumbersome process. Fourthly, they feel that EPCA was doing a fair bit in its own capacity. It was in implementation, since you have not given any fine or overarching powers, how it could have been delivering as per the expectation. So they feel that it was an unjust decision to dissolve a body. Almost after a decade, work comes to a naught. So they feel that the current season already we are facing stubble burning, and then the other issues. The new body will take time to constitute. So it would have been better that at this time the EPCA should have continued. So these are some of the criticisms which this new existing is getting, and overall they feel that this is once again the center, instead of devolution of power, is once again assuming a superseding powers, and let's see if it can deliver or not. So this is what we have in today's theme on air pollution. Make sure you follow up the editorials on the theme, and you will get a fodder for mains as well. This is a topic which can be asked in mains, since the air pollution is the burning issue for the time being. So I hope you get a fair idea. If you have any doubts, you can ask them in comment section. I will try to answer them. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.